Okay. Yeah, we're on. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast coming up next. The award show, end of the year show, and a bunch of other stuff that we are going to discuss. Y'all don't want to miss this, man. This is a lot. Coming up next, we on.
Tonight on State of Professional Wrestling, it's our inaugural Fight Awards, highlighting the biggest moments and so much more. Happy holidays.
This is the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast, your home for real pro wrestling talk.
You want the best? You're looking at her. This ain't just a sport, it's a lifestyle. Welcome to the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. We are the champions of wrestling talk.
We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Yes. We made it to the end of the year. We made it to the end of the year. How many people could actually say that? How many people could actually say that? Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What a year, too, man.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
a year.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot. Let me
Uh-oh.
do this real quick. Hold on. Excuse me.
Well, while he doing that, I'm just gonna say to everybody that has subscribed to our YouTube channel, that has looked at our Instagram posts, that has looked at our TikTok videos, that has been on our Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, to everybody that has become a fan of ours, thank you. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here where we are now, making it to the end of the year, to a what we would consider a successful first year under the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. We had some some turbulent times at the beginning, but once we got the turbulence into being smooth sailing, we've been on a streak. But like I said, man, like, to everybody that has supported us since day one, I believe our first interview was with D'Angelo on TikTok. To now we're doing our interviews on YouTube and Facebook, and hopefully soon to be we'll be able to integrate Instagram and TikTok into everything. To everybody that has been down with us since what did they say? Down since day one ish. Yeah. We just want to say from me, from my brother, thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Like, we are humbly appreciative, and without you guys, this wouldn't have been possible. You know what I mean? So give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. We just grateful, to make it this far. Who would have ever thought? We literally started this podcast the beginning, or I believe it was towards the end of the summer.
It was the beginning of, I want to say we started doing this right before I left on my cruise.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was in late May, early June. That's when we started. So we started probably about WrestleMania was what, April? Mm-hmm. I think we started in May.
Okay.
Started in May. And our first big interview was none other than the Pope himself. And what an interview it was.
Yeah, that would probably be the interview that really kicked it off for us, and really had us engaged and showed how serious this whole platform is, like how serious this thing is, like period. Like, some people when they do the podcasting thing, like they don't take it that serious. They don't like really, hone in on their craft. Like, they just let everything else, kind of just, speak for them. And we came out swinging because we didn't allow everything else to speak for us. We spoke for ourselves. And that kind of what sold it for most people. Like, we just kind of was different. Like, we're more conversational based. Do we talk controversial topics? Yes. Are we messy with it? No. Um, we were able to touch spaces that most people in their first year of podcasting were not able to touch. And we were able to do it effortlessly without having to worry about, behind the scenes gunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, having to go through certain trials and tribulations. We kind of didn't have to go through that. We've been blessed. Did we have certain trials and tribulations in the beginning before we got to this point? Yes. But that didn't stop us from, what we set ourselves on doing. And, that's putting out some of the best content that we could possibly put out. And as you can see, we evolved pretty fast. Like, if you look at where we started, where we were at in the beginning of this year, and where we're at now, it kind of looks like we've been 2, 3, 4 years in, but we haven't. You know, we just kind of just we just kind of just let everything speak for itself, and we're thankful, and we're just ready to continue this ride and just keep pushing forward. We got a lot to discuss. We got a lot to tap into. We know everybody is watching right now. Everybody's watching what the AEW pay-per-view that's on right now.
World's End.
World's End. So we know everybody's watching World's End. But for those of you who are tuned in, we appreciate you. But we know everybody's watching World's End. We're going to watch World's End later, and we're going to give you that review. Of course, we're not going to miss out on that. But, wait a minute. I hear something going on in the back with one of our correspondents. Let's cut to that, and then we're going to get to our first award of the night. What's going on back here?
I will take on all challengers because I want all the smoke.
Whoa, man! Like, you talking heavy, bro? Like, what's going on here, man?
Hey, man, I'm just trying to let the people know that Darkwing Dub want all the smoke.
Hey,
What's the Rock just say? Just bring it.
Hey, you heard what he said. You talking to the flawless victory champion right here. So you heard what he said. He's with all the smoke. He all gas, no brakes. That means he's running through everything. So
Yarami.
Hey, man. Hey, so let's get into this first award. Let's cut to our correspondent and see what she got for us.
Ring Ropes and Turnbuckles Promotion of the Year, AEW.
AEW gets Promotion of the Year award.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I will say this. Who we had nominated was WWE. Here's one that people are not going to agree with because they feel like they're one and the same. But we decided to split them up with WWE, NXT, AEW, Ashe Wrestling, and TNA, right?
Yeah.
And ultimately, we gave it to AEW because, hey, they've been on a freaking heater all year long. Been on a heater all year long. But I say all that to say NXT to me is its own separate promotion.
Mm-hmm.
They've been carrying, they've been doing their thing all year long. The only difference is they don't get the recognition that AEW gets.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at from where Vince McMahon had NXT when they were NXT 2.0 and all the colorful colors and all that, it looked like paint was splattered all over the place. And like, oh, who are these people? Like, this is
Look
not
like
the NXT that I know.
looking like Disney and WWE and merged together.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then you look at what's going on now. It's like, this is some good shit right here.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no way that we could give NXT that recognition over what AEW has been doing all year long.
Mm-hmm.
So we gave the award to AEW.
Yeah, AEW gets the first award, and it's well deserved. They have been so consistent this whole entire year, and I, you gotta say it's WWE's fault. Like WWE had so many opportunities to basically stop the momentum of AEW, and they failed miserably. You understand? They failed miserably. They could not stop the momentum of AEW this year, no matter what they did. You know what I'm saying? The deal with ESPN, they couldn't stop it. The WrestleMania couldn't stop it. Survivor Series couldn't stop it.
Counter programming.
Couldn't stop it. They even had Evolution, which was a great pay per view, and it still couldn't stop the momentum of AEW. It still couldn't stop it. You know,
And real quick, and Evolution 2 is probably the best pay-per-view they've had all year.
yeah, yeah, no doubt. I'm not, I'm not disapproving that. Like, I think it was the best pay per view they had all year. Like, I mean, if you people out there can name a pay per view that was better than that WWE had, you could put it in the comment box. You put it in the comments below and let us know. But as far as we concerned, you know, that was their best pay per view. That was their best showing. They have
And even
not.
that couldn't stop AEW. I'm
Nope.
just saying. It's like,
Nope. It couldn't stop it. I don't think. I honestly don't think that AEW is going to be stopped. You know, right now, I think they're at a good pace. They're having a good flow. So hopefully they continue this and they continue to evolve, and we continue to see, you know, better and better and better content from them as time goes on. Also, I'm hoping that AEW gets something going where we can see their content on a consistent basis and don't have to have the TNT app and all this other stuff. You know, that's the one thing that I hope AEW gets, some sort of deal with like one of these other apps, because you see WWE like micromanages everything. You could see WWE anywhere. Even if you don't got a TV, you still could see WWE. You know what I'm saying? WWE's on Tubi. WWE's on Peacock. You know what I'm saying? If I was AEW, I would try to get our pay-per-views, the PLEs on Pluto. If WWE has Peacock, why can't you go on Pluto? You know what I'm saying? Like, Pluto has wrestling on there. And for those y'all don't know, Pluto is free. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta pay nothing for Pluto. I got Pluto downloaded on my TV. So, you know, like, I hope AEW gets something going where we can see them more. Because for me, I don't have the TNT app, so it's very hard for me to catch AEW unless I don't catch it, you know, with other ways of watching it. You know what I'm saying? I can't see it. I miss it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they're able to do that. Let's get into the next award for this evening.
Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle's Booker of the Year, the Heartbreak Kid.
HBK.
HB Shizzle.
He gets the award of Booker of the Year. Round of applause.
HB Shizzle.
Yeah, man. This is well deserved.
Yeah. And I will say, oh my bad, go ahead.
Yeah, this is well deserved. Like he's been doing this thing. The way he has booked the NXT wrestlers this whole entire year has been nothing but phenomenal. He basically surpassed Triple H as far as the booking this year. He surpassed him tremendously.
He didn't just surprise. Oh my gosh, he like blew by him. It wasn't just a pass. He blew by him.
Facts. Look at Javon Evans. Look at Obafemi. Look at Ethan Payton. Look at these guys. Look what they're doing right now. Look what they're doing. Phenomenal work. Go ahead, bro.
So, just so y'all know who we had nominated: Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Tony Khan, and those of you that are familiar with Ashe Wrestling, Darius Lockhart. Okay, we could have gave it to Tony Khan. We could have, because there has been a difference in booking. But we were talking about it, and this goes back to what we were saying about the difference between AEW and NXT when it comes to promotion of the year. Where if you look at where NXT was before Vince McMahon left to where it is this year, listen to this. Every PLE except for one, that was Women's Evolution. Every PLE that NXT has put on has been better than the main roster. And I can't even say Evolution 2 because NXT women were part of that.
Yeah.
TNA's women were part of that. Jordan Grace was in there before she became part of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So Stand and Deliver was better than WrestleMania.
Right.
Like that's crazy to say. Like your startup promotions PLE is better than the main roster's the PLE, and it's supposed to be the biggest PLE of the year at that.
Right.
WrestleMania is supposed to be the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And right now, as of 2025, the Super Bowl was Stand and Deliver.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it just goes to show you how in tune with the times NXT is, as far as like what's going on, and how in tune with the times Shawn Michaels is. He basically he's mastered the formula on what needs to be done as far as WWE, as far as NXT goes. I would say that he's mastered the formula as far as NXT goes. I'm not going to say WWE as a whole, because WWE as a whole right now is toilet water. And I'm sorry, I know there's a lot of you WWE fans that are going to get mad at that, but it's toilet water. And the funny thing is, you're lucky that I didn't create a reward for that. You're lucky, because I thought about it. I definitely thought about it, but I let y'all off the hook this year. I let y'all off the hook. But I'm gonna tell you this: if this keeps up, I guarantee I'm gonna have a toilet water trophy for any of you people out there that keep putting out this filth. I'm going to have a toilet water trophy just for that. So do yourselves a favor and talk to your favorite promotion and tell them to stay on their swivel. Otherwise, I definitely would do it. I'm telling you.
Dumpster juice.
I'm telling you right now. And this mainly goes to you know who. You know who, the promotion I'm talking about. And the only reason why they get all the criticism they get is because they monopolize everything. Everything. They are the most known company in the world. There's people on the other side of the world that probably don't even know wrestling or what wrestling is, and they still would know or heard of WWE. Just think about that for a minute. So when we criticize, we're not criticizing to make fun. We criticize them because we want them to do better by the fans, by us. The prices, or you know what? Let me stop ranting and let's get into the next award. Wait, what's going on here? Oh boy. Let's cut to the back. Let's cut to the back. What's going on?
I hear Darkwing Dub wants all the smoke, and well, here I am. I'm the smoke he's been looking for, because I am Trippy D.
Oh, man.
All right.
So,
all right, motherfucker.
Oh, whew. Somebody's looking for you, bro.
All right. You are the smoke, huh? You are the smoke. We'll see about that.
That's what he said.
We'll see about that.
That's what he said.
Damn, bro, he really said he the smoke?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll see about that.
He said he's looking for you. He said he's looking for you.
But look no further. I'm right here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get, we pardon the interruptions.
That's crazy.
We pardon the interruptions, but sometimes it gets a little kind of crazy in the back. I'm going to ask our correspondents and our security to keep track of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Keep that on a hush so we can continue with this show. I promise you.
Bro, straight up called me out. That's crazy work.
Yeah, I promise you, we will try to keep all this to a minimum. At least we'll try. All right, let's go to the next award. Let's see what we got here.
Ring Ropes and Turnbuckles match of the year. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair.
Wow. Yeah, man. What's your thoughts on this?
So, this is how we broke it down. For match of the year, we had Mox versus Hangman. Punk versus Roman versus Rollins. Hangman versus Ospreay. The Anarchy in the Arena match. Io, Rhea, Bianca. Naomi, Rhea versus Io. And Mercedes versus Toni Storm. We ultimately chose Io versus Rhea versus Bianca. Number one, if it wasn't for this match, I don't care if it was Roman, Punk, and Rollins on there or not. If it wasn't for this match, WrestleMania was already dumpster juice, right? It had turned into Chitlins water.
Yeah.
Dirty Chitlins water.
Yeah. That's nasty.
This match carried the what did we say WrestleMania is supposed to be? The Super Bowl? Mm-hmm. This match carried the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So why not give it to the women? First off, Io has had one hell of a year.
Mm-hmm.
I know we haven't seen much of Bianca, but we all know that when it comes to the bright lights, Bianca's always ready. You remember her very first WrestleMania match? Who was that very first WrestleMania match against?
Very
Sasha Banks.
Yep.
They tore the motherfucking house down.
Mhm.
So we know when those lights are bright, Bianca's gonna come ready.
Yeah,
Then you add that on to the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley,
yeah.
who's always down for a fight. I mean, to me, it was a no-brainer. What you think?
Nah, it definitely was a no-brainer. She's been so consistent the whole year. We can't deny. The only thing that really was annoying me was like the some of the spots that she was doing in these matches that they had. Cause I was like, man, is she gonna be glorified for these crazy stunts that she's doing, or are we actually going to, show appreciation for her wrestling, because her wrestling is top notch, and her promos are getting better too. I mean, of course, we don't expect her to be top 10 in the promo area, but for what she's doing as far as like, her English, it's getting better. Like she's trying her hardest to do right as far as her American fans, and she's showing the growth, you know, in every facet. So it's well deserved for her. And going into next year, I know she's going to really start wowing people. And I believe like she's probably just as good as her face run has been. I believe her heel run is going to be even better, because there's another side of Io Sky that none of y'all have seen. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, go watch Lucha Underground, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Go watch Lucha Underground.
And I think one thing that to add on to Io Sky turning heel at some point, hopefully in 20, because we've got a glimpse of her being a heel when
Mm-hmm.
she was with Bailey
Mm-hmm.
and that whole group, and they were a heel group. So we got to see a glimpse of her, Dakota Kai. That's what I was looking for. We got to see a glimpse of her being heel, right? So maybe not the entire effect that you're talking about, but we got a glimpse of it. Another person I want to see turn heel is Bianca Belair.
Mm-hmm.
She's been a listen. If you're, how many people hate when somebody walks around talking about they the greatest at this, the roughest, the toughest, the baddest. Like I'm the best at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is heel behavior, but she's been a face. And
Mm-hmm.
I get it. People have ate that up. But I think we've all can agree that the way that she talks, it's very heelish. It's very heelish. So to add on to EO going heel, I want to see Bianca come back because I know she had something with her finger since SummerSlam. I want to see her go heel.
Mm-hmm.
I think her persona works out better when it's a heel. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, think about when she uses her hair to whip people with.
Mm-hmm.
That's a heel move. That's not a
Yeah,
babyface move. That's a heel move.
I agree. I agree
So,
110%.
but I think what made this match work, Io, Rhea, and Bianca, was the fact that we knew that all three of these women were coming to put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
All three of these, they didn't need the interferences that we got with Punk, Roman, and Rollins, and Mox and Hangman, and stuff like that. They didn't need all the weapons and stuff and the bleeding and stuff. That was the anarchy in the arena and stuff like that. It was just them three going toe to toe. The best woman wins, which was Io. But
Mm-hmm.
all three of these women for match of the year absolutely deserved.
Yeah, for sure. Like the match was phenomenal. Not for nothing, the women have been carrying WWE for some time now. So just giving them the flowers, is what's needed. Is what's needed. But let's cut over to the next award coming up on the screen right now.
Darkwing's moment of the year: how John Cena lost his last match.
There you have it. There you have it. Your hero. Your hero, your confidant. Your confidant.
Yeah, man. So I was actually up in the air about this because I thought Seth Rollins cashing in when we thought he was all injured. I mean, we kind of had a feeling it was a fake, but you never know when it comes to an injury, like especially with Seth Rollins. We know that he's had knee problems in the past. But at the end of the day, Darkwing, myself, the Southern King, as you see, I went with how John Cena lost his last match because he always lived by that moniker, never give up. And guess what he did with a smile on his face?
Gave
He
up.
gave up with a smile on his face. I could have chose what started this whole thing was the heel turn. Like it was one of the greatest heel turns of all time. The turn. Don't lose y'all's minds out there. The turn was one of the greatest of all time. Now the run was trash, other than that one promo, that pipe bomb promo he did. But his heel run was trash. But the turn, one of the greatest of all time. But I went with how he lost simply because never give up. And he gave up with a smile on his face.
Yeah, that's definitely true. When he turned, I was ecstatic. I enjoyed it when he first turned. I enjoyed seeing all the people cry and was so upset because he turned heel. It was way overdue. He was supposed to do this, but he kind of told you within his recent runs before he got to that point that he was going to do it at some point in time. Who remembers when he faced Bray Wyatt and he was in that dream or that fun house or whatever, and he showed you glimpses of what could happen in his near future when he had the NWO shirt on and he was doing all this extra stuff. So he kind of told you that it was going to happen at some point in time. So yeah, man, that heel turn was diabolical. I wish the run itself was diabolical. I wish the run itself was better, but it wasn't. As we all know, it fell short, and the tour as a whole fell short. It was bad. So,
I will say his whole retirement run, it did fall short. But I think it started out at such a high when he turned heel. Then the heel run itself was just done bad.
yeah,
So bad. Like the way he was winning these matches with constant shots to the nuts and hitting people upside the head with the belt. There's more to being a heel than doing stuff like that. It just fell short. And then he turned face again against Cody Rhodes, which at SummerSlam, which was probably the best match of his entire run. Believe it or not, is that match against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. That and believe it or not, I think we said it. That was probably the match of the night for SummerSlam. Was that match because they put on a banger. So we knew that he still had it in him, but the face run was okay. It was okay after the Cody Rhodes match. I mean, we saw some nostalgia act come out with with him and AJ Styles doing the giving big ups to everybody they face because we know AJ Styles is on his way out the door too. He's damn near 50 also. And he said he didn't want to wrestle past 50. So we know he's about out the door too. So that was a fun match to watch, to do all the finishers of everybody they faced. And Then we had Samoa Joe do the 5-knuckle shuffle. Was it 5? No, he did the attitude adjustment. The attitude adjustment, and then put him in the STF, and then salute him. So it's cool to see some of the wrestlers, even in other promotions, salute to John Cena. But I just feel like the moment of the year was just, bro. My eyes were like this big when he tapped out, because that's not what I was expecting. I was not expecting to ever see John Cena tap out, ever. I don't care if people say it's predictable or not, because Gunther was calling his shot, right? I don't care about any of that. If you thought in your wildest dreams that John Cena was going to fucking tap out, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
You're lying to yourself.
Yeah, I actually thought he was just going to pass out. That's what I thought. I didn't think of him tapping out, but it happened. So, I mean,
that's why I chose that moment of the year. He said, "Never give up." He gave up, and never in my wildest dreams was I going to see him tap out.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I didn't think so neither, but it happened. So, let's move on. But I'm sorry, people. I really am sorry. I really am sorry. We gotta get it together with these people in the back. This is too much. Let's cut to see what's going on back there real quick. Let's cut to see.
I hear Trippy D is looking for me. Well, I ain't hard to find. You can meet me anytime, anywhere, and I'll give you the beating of a lifetime. You want some Trippy D? Then come get some.
Wow, that's how you feeling, bruh?
Hey, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he called me out. He called me. All I was saying was that I wanted to smoke from anybody, and he specifically came for me. So guess what? If you want some, let's go. Let's go.
Okay. All right, so
I don't back from no smoke. Let's go.
Trippy D seems pretty ruthless, man. So we
don't let the cowboy hat fool you. Don't let the cowboy hat fool you.
Yeah. We trying to get it together over here. You know what I'm saying? Or the backstage can't seem to handle what is going on back there. We understand. So we gonna get it together and keep hitting us with these videos back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we gonna get it together. We sorry, folks. Let's get into the next award.
Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle's Newcomer of the Year, Kevin Knight.
Yeah. Kevin Knight, Newcomer of the Year. What? Hey, man, that's a real good question. When did he debut? Did he debut this year, beginning of the year, didn't he? Or was it?
I want to say it was at the beginning of the year, and if it wasn't beginning,
you're muted.
It was late last year, if not the beginning of the year.
Okay. What's your thoughts on Kevin Knight?
Well, so I will say who we had as newcomer. We had Kevin Knight. We had Ricky Saints. Now, don't get me wrong. Ricky Saints isn't a newcomer to the wrestling business, but he was a newcomer to NXT. Speedball, Mike Bailey, LeBron Cozone. Some of y'all may not know who LeBron Cozone is. If you don't, you might want to go look him up. And we also had Mega Bay, the Megasis.
This guy. Yo, you ain't see I caught that, did you? Oh man, he's funny. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You know what kills me about the WWE? They had a chance to get Kevin Knight. They had a chance to get him, and why not? You have Javon Evans. He does the same thing as Kevin Knight. You got Leon Slater on TV every week, who also does the same thing as Kevin Knight. Don't get me wrong, I like Leon Slater and I like Javon Evans, but if you're gonna have them two, why couldn't you have Kevin Knight?
Mm-hmm.
Please explain,
Well,
because they all do the same thing.
I think what it was is that I think Kevin Knight just chose to go to AEW because they did have him on the radar, but I just think Kevin Knight just chose to go to AEW,
And good for him.
and I think that was a pretty much a way better choice for him, considering the fact that as you can see, they're doing him justice. Like they're promoting him real well. You know, he's basically on every single card, you know, for the most part. And it's just a matter of time before he gets a title around his waist. Um, Kevin Knight is like a merge of Kushida. If you look at Kushida and you look at Bret the Hitman Hart, you put Kushida and Bret the Hitman Hart together, you get Kevin Knight. I know y'all probably gonna say, "What? That's an oddest of oddists." No, it's not. Look at the glasses. Who wears glasses? Bret the Hitman Hart. Who wears glasses? Kushida. Look at the style. Who wrestles like that? Kushida. Also, look at how he presents himself when he comes to the ring. His presentation, Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a mixture of those two wrestlers all in one. And I guarantee you he's going to get a belt sooner or later. I don't know what belt it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be a belt in his future, you know.
And just so we know, Kevin Knight made his official AEW debut on March 29th of 2025.
Mm-hmm. So you know, he getting introduced to him on an AEW platform was probably one of the best things I've ever seen because I've seen him live. He's like my son's favorite wrestler on AEW. Like we've seen him live, and I wish I had flagged him down so I could get a picture. Cause a lot of the fans and whatnot, you know how the wrestler after they win a match, they go around with the fans, they take a little snapshot with them real quick. I wish I was able to do that for my kid because that was on his birthday. But I plan on going to another AEW show once they come back around this way. But yeah, Kevin Knight's no joke. He's the real deal. I hope he continues to evolve and continues to elevate, and just goes from there. But yeah, he's the truth. He's the truth for real.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, if you're WWE, because I think what I heard was that they brought him in for a tryout and ultimately decided not to sign him, which is how he ended up at AEW and all that other stuff. And I'm like, you're gonna bring the man in for a tryout and you don't sign him. Meanwhile, you have Javon Evans, and it just blows my mind. Like maybe Triple H was looking at, oh, that's too many black people that do flips, so we'll bring in one, we'll sign one and not the other, and then the other guys with a different company, TNA.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you saw the way they were doing Ricochet. Like, before we move on, I want to put something to rest real quick, real quick, because it brought up Ricochet, right? Before anybody says Triple H fumbled Ricochet, I want to let it be known Ricochet won the United States title, won the Intercontinental title, and before he decided to leave, I think was on schedule to win another title. So I wouldn't say Triple H fumbled Ricochet, but what I will say is Triple H hindered Ricochet, because the Ricochet that we get in AEW now is not the Ricochet that Triple H was showing us on TV. It's not a fumble; he hindered him.
Yeah, I think what what happened with Ricochet was like, I believe I heard Triple H say something along the lines of he's a phenomenal talent, but he said something about his promos, like he can't cut promo worth nothing. Something. Look, I'm trying to paraphrase. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I know he said something along those lines when they were interviewing him at one point. They asked him about Ricochet some time ago, and he just said that he says phenomenal talent, but his promo he can't talk. He said can't talk worth crap or something like that, but he made Triple H eat his words because he definitely talking a lot of right now. You
I
know what I'm
don't
saying?
think I don't think his promos have gotten better since leaving WWE, but I think that Tony Khan is giving him the opportunity to speak more. Doesn't mean you're getting better, but you're getting the opportunity to speak more. And here's the thing that Tony Khan has allowed him to do, which has worked, is allow him to turn heel and talk shit to people.
Listen, he'll like I think Ricochet is better as a heel as far as his promos, and
Bro,
and
look
I
at some of the shit he be saying on the Twitter and stuff. Like
mhm.
diabolicalness.
Yeah, yeah, I think he's way better as a heel as far as his promos. We all know he could wrestle. We all know he's one of the best as far as his wrestling ability. It's just his talking ability wasn't, up to par. But I feel like AEW's done a great job with utilizing him how they're utilizing him, and it's allowing him to become better, like more efficient with his talking. And like I said, I believe in the near future he's going to elevate even more. He already got a belt around his waist, so who's to say if he can't?
It's fake.
Yeah, if you want to know the reason why he's saying that, just go watch our NWA episode and you'll see that for yourself. You'll hear it for yourself. Yeah, but yeah.
And not for nothing. I know that's your phrase. That's your phrase. But
Mhm,
not for nothing. To be fair to Ricochet, I think it's certain black people as a whole that Triple H has a problem with, because it wasn't that long ago where Javon Evans was talking about that he might have to change the way he talks because there are certain people within the company that don't understand it.
mhm,
And that's another place where you can put where Shawn Michaels, Booker of the Year, because he's not telling him to change the way he speaks.
mhm,
So that means to tell me that it's higher up than Shawn Michaels.
mhm,
See, Shawn Michaels understands. Like people on the TikToks, I'm not gonna name names, seem to think that because Shawn Michaels was a douchebag back in the day, that he can't change. I think it's clear as day that he can change, because you're pushing Javon Evans and Trick Williams to the freaking moon. Ricky Saints comes in, gets pushed to the freaking moon. Who is the fastest rising superstar probably in the history of NXT? Oba Femi, another black man.
mhm,
Plus, you still have stars like Kalani Jordan,
mhm,
who's won gold at NXT and TNA.
mhm.
So for those of you that like to shit on Shawn Michaels because of his past, but don't want to celebrate what he's doing now, you are part of the issue. You are part of the issue, because he's shown that he is not the same person he was back then. And The Undertaker even stated that back then he wanted to kill Shawn Michaels. Now
Mhm,
Shawn Michaels is one of his closest friends
mhm,
because he's changed. So Shawn Michaels understood the assignment. Okay, them other ones up there doesn't like the way Javon Evans talk, but I'm not going to be the one to make him change it, because what he's doing is working. And now he's getting matches on TNA, NXT, Raw, and SmackDown,
And Triple A.
and AAA, and was part of John Cena's final show.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
obviously, what he's doing is working.
yeah, definitely is. Listen, man, like y'all gotta let that man eat, man. Y'all gotta let Javon Evans eat, man. He's doing this thing, man, and like we said, as far as Shawn Michaels, like people can change, I know in this realm of the IWC, people find it hard to forgive. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man. Like if you holding that type of hate towards a person that you don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Cause listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like what they do, like don't affect me. I don't care. Honestly, I mean, of course, I care about the product. I want the product to be better. I want to see my favorite wrestlers do their numbers. I want to see people like me get promoted more. So I care for that. But as far as that other stuff, man, listen, man, that don't phase me not one bit, man. It's not something I should be worried about. What I should be worried about as far as this realm is trying to see my people, you know what I'm saying, get elevated a lot more than what they are.
And
And
what is Shawn Michaels doing?
he's elevating them. He's elevating them. And I know what some of y'all gonna say, like, NXT, that don't count. Nah, man, it's still WWE. It counts. It counts. It's still WWE. Now, what I want to do, I want to see it on the main roster happen. Of course, we all do. And I believe if Shawn Michaels gets boosted up to the main roster, I believe he will do so. You know what I'm saying? I believe he will do so. So I'm just giving benefit of the doubt. That still don't. I still don't. That still doesn't mean that, oh yeah, WWE's off the hook. Nah, they're not off the hook. They're not off the hook. They still in that chokehold. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
we
because
not.
they're still another part of the damn company. They're still the guys who are running Raw and SmackDown. Just because Shawn Michaels is doing right by NXT doesn't mean the rest of the company gets to take a break. No, 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 no.
Mm-hmm,
Shawn Michaels is doing that at NXT.
mm-hmm,
What are they doing up there where they travel every week?
mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I also think it's because he's more in tune with what's going on now than the other folks. Those other folks don't care about the fans like that. They just care about keeping their pockets fat. You know what I'm saying? He kind of cares more about what the fans are looking for and what they want, and you can tell. You know, let's just see what continues to happen moving forward. Hopefully we get you know better content. As time goes on. Hopefully we get that. From up top. If not, we're gonna still continue to chop you all up until it gets better. But let's move on. Let's move on. Let's see what we got here. What we got here.
Ring ropes and turnbuckles storyline of the year: Punk versus Rollins.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So let me say this, man. I thought these people really hated each other. You know what I'm saying? Like when Punk first came back to WWE and everybody and their mama was like trashing the fact that he's back in WWE, including Rollins, who was like the head hunter for this, I was like, yo, damn, bro, like these dudes really seem like they got disdain for one another. You know, obviously, man, off camera they probably cool as hell. But yo, they had me, they had me convinced like they wanted to cause bodily harm to one another. You know what I mean? At some point in time, which they did. You know, but we have yet to see a real gutty match between these two. Like we seen glimpses, but we ain't really seen no match. Like I believe when Rollins returns, yeah, it's gonna be an all out war before they become allies. I believe that for sure.
They're gonna have to have that war before they become allies, because we got to see a ending to Drew McIntyre and CM Punk in that Hell in the Cell match. We got to see that ending. We need a good ending for Rollins and Punk. And Rollins being injured forced a hand of them not being able to finish it out correctly. But before they focus on Seth Rollins in the Vision, we have got to get a proper closing for Punk and Rollins. And before, so just so everybody knows, who we nominated for storyline of the year was CM Punk and Seth Rollins, of course, who won. John Cena's retirement run, because believe it or not, that was a huge storyline the entire year since the heel turn. So yes, even though it wasn't done good, we've already discussed it. And then also Hangman Page's come back to reclaim the AEW title. Ultimately, we felt Punk and Rollins just because this shit is still going, bro. Punk been back for what, 2 years, 3 years now? And they still feuding. Like, you talking about long term. Homie, Punk came back and was feuding with Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins at the same time.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild work. Yeah, for real, for real.
And then you add in Roman Reigns in there at some point because they teamed up at the Survivor Series match. They team up there, not once but twice, because they did it again this year. So somewhere along, and then you got they all face each other at WrestleMania. So you add in Roman Reigns, like, bro, like we got closure to one of them with Drew and CM Punk, but I don't think that'll ever be over because Drew has already made that clear. It's never over. But, bro, imagine if I know it's not going to happen. Imagine if they were able to get Jungle Boy Jack Perry over to WWE to add to that. Oh my gosh! I know it's not going to happen, but just like the thought.
Never say never, man. You know, money talks, BS walks. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So, you know, let's not forget. You know, Jack Perry was in hot water in AEW at one point, and you know, like who's to say if he wants to resign or not? You know what I mean? You know, like I never really try to say that, you know, a wrestler won't go to a certain company anymore. I'm trying to get off of that because there's so many companies nowadays. It's that whole situation is wide open for anybody, you know, and that's kind of the reason why we want all companies to flourish, regardless of how we criticize. Like we want all companies to flourish because we know there's more opportunities for our favorites. You know what I'm saying? We want WWE to flourish. We want AEW to flourish, NWA, TNA, all these promotions, we want them to flourish. Now, as far as like money wise, of course, you know, WWE, it is what it is. They're not changing their formula for nobody. I mean, it's wishful thinking. We wish they would, you know, but as long as they got TKO and Saudi and all these other folks handing them these paychecks, Netflix, all that, man, it's only gonna get more and more expensive. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like me and my bro said, like we just on it for the content purposes. You know, like honestly, I really honestly don't have a true sight on WWE anymore. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I'm like actually watching at this point is because of some of my favorites are still there. Um, Other than that, I probably wouldn't be watching them. Period. You know, but I understand as a fan, like I keep my feelings to a certain point and just focus on the main goal. You know, and that's providing content for you guys. That's what we do over here. So I keep my feelings on a minimum and I just focus on that. But do we like what WWE's doing? Absolutely not. You know, we don't. But it is what it is. Whoop, whoop. I know you guys can't hear it, but something's going on in my ear. I'm sick and tired of this. We're going to cut to this video real quick, and we'll be right back.
I need the Flawless Victory Championship. I know what I have to do to get it.
Wow. Oh, boy, man. Hey, man. Hey. Yo,
You sure?
Yeah, it seems like he coming for your helmet, fam. It seems like he coming for your helmet, fam.
Take my earrings out. It's like I said before. Don't let the cowboy hat fool you. Just because he got his hood over his head don't mean he tough. I said it at the beginning of all this. I want all the smoke. If he thinks that he's gonna get the best of me, what do our ladies like to say? Child, please.
Mm.
You better move on somewhere. You better go find somebody else because Darkwing want all the smoke. And if that's all you're gonna bring is you saying that you want my championship, that's all you got. You better go find somebody else to play with because I ain't the one.
Hey, listen. I'll pay to see it. I'll pay to see it.
Or
You
you gonna
know,
pay to see somebody get stomped out? Cool.
yeah, I'll pay to see it. I'm with it. I'm with it. You know, just keep your head on a swivel. You know, we gotta defend our titles too. And the funny thing about it is that I have not heard from the Bang Out Club in such a long period of time. I don't know if they still with the smoke or not. I know the
They
last
don't
time
want
we
it
heard
either.
of them, I know the last time we heard from them, they were Xing our names out and all that. But we gonna see them real soon. You know, we gonna see them real soon for sure. Uh, let's go on to the next award, shall we?
Darkwing's most charismatic award goes to Willow Nightingale.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Willow Nightingale, most charismatic. Let's give a round of applause. Most charismatic, Willow Nightingale.
Yes, sir. So this is how I had it broke it down. And my nominees for this award was Dom Mysterio,
Mhm.
Becky Lynch, the Young Bucks, Jay Uso, LA Knight, Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale, and MJF. I will tell you, it actually came down between Willow Nightingale, Tony Storm, because I'm sorry, that act will never get old to me. That act will never get old. And Jey Uso, believe it or not, I think Triple H ruined Jey Uso. That's my opinion. But I mean, the way that he can move a crowd, I mean, that is charisma on its own. The way he moves that crowd with the whole yeeting and everything. But at the end of the day, I chose Willow Nightingale because of the energy she brings to the ring, the energy she brings inside the ring, and she always looks like she's in just a damn good mood and just be happy to do what she loves to do, and that's professional wrestling. She always looks happy, and that song that she comes out to makes me want to get up and dance too.
You know, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? And this is just me thinking or whatever. If Willow Nightingale was never to re-sign with AEW, you know she would be the perfect fit for WWE. She'll be the perfect fit. I promise you, her character would probably get pushed to the moon, depending on who's writing what. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who's writing what. I promise you, she don't need to go to NXT. She is SmackDown certified. I'm telling you right now, if she was to go to SmackDown, she would be one of the top female wrestlers on that roster. Her character alone screams money. Her character alone screams money, especially for the little girls. My daughter would love Willow Nightingale. You know what I'm saying? She would love Willow Nightingale. You know, like the fierceness she has, you know, she's always bubbly, but then she could show you another side of her. Like, you know, yeah. You know, she's one of the wrestlers that she could flourish anywhere she goes. She could flourish. She could get over. She's definitely one of those ones that could get over anywhere she goes, for sure.
Absolutely, man. She did just resign with AEW, so we're not going to be expecting her. But I do get your point. Like she would fit in just about any promotion, whether if it's NJPW, anything over in Japan. Like she may need to tone down a little bit over there because they're a little bit more serious about professional wrestling over there.
Well, she
But
wrestled in Japan before.
well, there's that. There you have it. And then you have her over here in AEW. Like I just think her charisma is just through the fucking roof. Um, I go back to it's like the energy that she shows on the way to the ring, the energy and everything that she shows inside the ring, and even after the match ends, like it's just like at 100 for her, and I appreciate that because she can bring. See, the reason why I didn't go Jey Uso because Jey Uso was blown up once when the matches started. He blown up. He can't even go because he exerts so much energy on his entrance. Whereas Willow knows how to tame herself enough just to show enough energy going to the ring, not blow herself up, get inside the ring, and still show the same amount of energy, and then still be able to show more energy as she's leaving the ring. Like I saw the ending of the Babes of Wrath match against Athena and Mercedes Moné, and still had the same amount of energy as she was leaving the ring. So that I had to give it to Willow.
Yeah, hey, listen, I have no arguments with that. I think she's well deserved of that. I hopefully we see her gain the main title, the AEW Women's title at some point in her career because she could basically go and she could wrestle against anybody and put on a hell of a match. So I won't be surprised if we see her with the main title real soon. Won't be surprised. Let's go to the next award.
Wrestling fans, it's official. Bars Wrestling Media's most diabolical award goes to Darius Carter.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hey, y'all know this was coming. Y'all seen this. Look, I gave y'all hints. I told y'all this was my guy right here. I told y'all from the jump. I said that this guy, listen, Diabolical is his middle name. Diabolical is his middle name. And let's be clear here. Let's be clear here. I had other people on this list. I had Ethan Page. I had MJF. I had Dominic Mysterio. I had a bunch of other folks that could have definitely took this award. But I said to myself, nah. This is all Darius' award. This is all the All Fathers Award. That's what this is. This is his award. He is the diabolical one. You know what I'm saying? He is the Listen. This guy, every wrestler that we have interviewed in the past have said how much they have a love and hate relationship for this guy. They love him, but then they hate him too. I believe one of the what my people said on the interview, he was like, yo, he just has a punchable face. He just want Yo, he said that I was rolling. But it just shows you how masterful his character is. Like, his character displays real emotions from people, not just the fans, but the wrestlers too. Can you imagine this dude on a mainstream roster? Can you imagine him in the AEW or WWE? Like, the type of heat he could generate? Oh my God, bruh. Like, this dude, listen, man. If y'all don't know who Darius Carter is, go look him up. Go look him up, and then you'll see exactly what we're talking about. This dude is diabolical for sure. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe us, go watch some of our interviews where we mention Darius Carter with various wrestlers that we have on the show and see what they say. See what they say. Don't take it from us. Just watch our interviews and see what they say about Darius Carter.
Hell, just go look him up on YouTube. You'll see it.
Yeah. And
Go watch some of his Ashe stuff. Like the stuff that he was doing to Darius Lockhart when they were battling for the Ashe men's title.
Oh.
You know, what he literally just did to Billy Dixon. Like, he knew damn well that he's the one who brought that belt into the ring. But what happens?
Mm-hmm.
What happens? He gets hit with it. Billy Dixon thinks he won. Nah. Miss Yolanda was like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
And he went in there from the whole in front of the whole celebration. They had gave Billy Dixon flowers and all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. Snatched that belt, give me my shit, and walk smooth out. Like, I mean, what can you say? Darius Carter is like, when it comes to diabolicalness, there's really only one other individual that I may put over him, and that would be the 09 version of Randy Orton. And you guys, you got to go back and watch Darius Carter to understand why I would say that. Because we all know how crazy and maniacal and diabolical, that's the award, right? Diabolical 09 bald head Randy Orton was.
Yeah.
This guy ain't far from that. Nope. I'm just putting it out there. He ain't far from that. Go look it up if you don't believe me.
Not at all. Like, he's definitely an individual that, like, his character alone screams money, for one. Two, his character really gets under people's skin. You know? And like a good friend of ours, The Smoke, Eric Moran, said, like, if you could get people under your skin as far as a heel, you there. You already there. And it doesn't take much for him. It don't take much for him to do it. He does it masterfully, and he's like one of those guys that definitely he gets his opportunity. He's gonna make some crazy bread at a top promotion. It's just a matter of time for him. And the funny thing, he's been in the business for years. Like he's been in the business longer than what people think. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been in the business longer than what people think, and he's well respected. Like everybody knows who he is. But if you don't know who he is, then I advise you to look him up. Like he's nice with it. He's definitely nice with it.
And he's number 13 on the BWI list. So there's that too. So he is
Yes.
well respected. I mean, literally, a lot of the people that are above him are guys that are on TV. Literally, guys are on TV. So that should tell you all you need to know. Like, think about people that's in front of him right now: Mercedes Moné, Swerve, Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Athena, Obafemi, Ricochet, Michael Oku, Powerhouse Hobbs, Naomi, Lee Moriarty, Kevin Knight, then Darius Carter. Everybody I just named is on TV. So there you have it. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, most definitely. So, check out his work and see for yourself. Don't just take our word for it. Just check out his work, and you'll see from there who he really is. Let's move on, shall we?
This award is not for the weak at heart. The Bars Award goes to Ethan Page.
All ego. All ego. Oh, listen, man. This guy, as soon as he started his heel run, I believe he started his heel run in TNA, and then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he started his heel run.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my shit right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. I believe he started his heel run in TNA towards the end, and then he went to AEW, which in AEW I don't think they used him properly, and I don't think I just think they didn't know how to use him actually. I mean, he was hot. He was liked over there. I guess they just didn't know how to book him because he definitely didn't. I don't. As far as I know, he didn't have no issues over there. But I guess they just didn't know how to book him, and his tenure didn't last that long over there. I don't know. I forgot. Maybe he was there for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years or something like that, and then he instantly, of course, he went over to WWE, and that's when the transition really started to begin, and people started to see like what everybody else was saying from the jump. Like he's money. Like he's a future WWE champion. Huh?
Booker of the year. Hey, Sean figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Let this guy go be maniacal.
Mm-hmm.
This may or may not be the last you see of All Ego, Ethan Page. But I am one. I like a good heel. You give me the Darius Carters, the Gunthers, the Ethan Pages, the John Moxleys. Although I'm not a fan of the Death Riders, but I am a fan of his heel work. John Moxley, like Dom Mysterio, like everybody else was booing him. I was like, hell yeah, beat your daddy ass, bro. Yeah, kick Edge in the nuts again, and now Edge is over in AEW. See how that worked out, right? Yeah. So
that's
I'm
crazy.
all for good heel work, and this guy right here, between him and Gunther for this company in particular,
Mm-hmm.
and Dom. Well, Dom is more of a tweener now because sometimes he gets booed, so and he
Mm-hmm.
gets cheered. So he's more of a tweener now. But between Ethan Page and Gunther, like ah give me a good heel work, and Ethan Page is doing his thing in
Mm-hmm.
NXT.
Yeah, he definitely is doing this thing in NXT. Like it's just a matter of time before he gets up on the main roster. Like I said, he's a future. To me, he's a future WWE champion. It's just a matter. It's just a matter of when and how they're going to do it. But he's a future WWE champion. Like he has all the tools, to be a diabolical heel. He could have easily got my diabolical award.
I was
Like
about to say because I think he's just a notch below Darius Carter when it comes to the diabolicalness. Because
mhm.
what he did to Javon Evans, bro, come
Yeah,
on.
he had this dude's wired. This dude's jaw was wired shut, and then he punched him in the jaw again. Like that's masterful heel work. That's masterful heel work, man. He definitely deserves everything that he's gonna get moving forward. You
And
know.
think about the ways that he's won his titles too.
Hmm.
He's not winning them clean.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Like when he won the NXT title, he didn't win that clean from Trick Williams.
Hmm.
He just like he got hit and fell back on top of the guy, and 1, 2, 3 titles here, and that's the start of the heel work.
Yeah.
Masterful man. I love a
Yeah.
good heel.
Nah, man, he's doing his thing. I can't wait to see what he does on the main roster. As long as they book him right, So that's the key word, booking. Hopefully they book him right. So let's move on, shall we?
This award showcases skill and passion. The Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Male Wrestler of the Year goes to Javon Evans.
Yeah, Javon Evans. Let's get bouncy. Let's get bouncy. Let's get bouncy. Okay. Yeah. So,
I think we got that one mixed up.
did we?
Yeah. So we had. So I think that was supposed to say black.
I thought the
Yes,
I thought the
black male wrestler was Javon Evans, and um, I don't want to spoil what the other one is supposed to be. But yeah,
okay, maybe we did. Maybe we did we're supposed to do the switcheroo. But you get the
but
point.
not for nothing. Javon Evans actually did win the Black Male Wrestler Award,
Hmm.
and well deserved. We've talked at nauseum this show about how we feel about Javon Evans, and it's earned. It really is. It's earned. Um, and it came down to Obafemi, Darius Carter, Swerve, and Leon Slater, along with Javon Evans. And ultimately, it's like Swerve said it himself. Javon Evans is better than he is,
Hmm.
especially at this age. Like, how many shots? Yeah, I get it. I get it. Obafemi has thrown him across the ring 3 matches in a row. Has just tossed him around, ragdolled him. But who else is getting 3 chances at Obafemi?
Hmm.
They're not just going to throw anybody at Obafemi 3 times thinking that they couldn't trust him. Every time he's been in the ring with Obafemi, it's
Hmm.
been magic between them two. So
Yeah.
why not? No, he hasn't won, but then again, Obafemi is the ruler,
Hmm.
the destroyer. Ain't that all he says another line too.
Hmm.
So we don't expect Javon Evans to beat an Obafemi, at least not right now. Maybe when he gets called up, but at this rate, hell, he gonna get called up at the same time as Obafemi. So we may not be able to get to see Javon Evans take the belt off of Obafemi. But fact of the matter is, anytime they need a rating spike, they're throwing Javon Evans in there. You see what they've been doing with him on the main roster. They need a rating spike. They're throwing Javon Evans on Raw. They're throwing Javon Evans on SmackDown. You know, well, who was one of the ones that got a shot at Sami Zayn? What NXT star got a shot at Sami Zayn? None other than Javon Evans. He's the only NXT star that got a shot at Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So,
absolutely.
right. So it's like, why not Javon Evans?
Yeah.
You know, you just said about Ethan Page being a future world heavyweight champion. Javon Evans is too.
Yeah, for sure. I believe it. Go ahead and continue to converse with everybody. I'll be right back.
But yeah, Javon Evans should have earned everybody's respect. Being a smaller guy, coming into a company that doesn't glorify high flyers. Like, you would think the best spot for Javon Evans would be AEW, where they glorify high flyers. Even TNA going after the X Division Championship, where those guys are typically high flyers other than Moose. So Javon Evans has earned the respect of everybody because Triple H and Shawn Michaels are entrusting this guy to be in some of their bigger matches in NXT, be in some of the bigger matches in TNA and AAA, and also coming up to the main roster and not missing a beat. You would think somebody that's, only been in the developmental brand NXT since he's been signed with the company would be, show a little nerve or something, going up to the main roster. Like, think about how nervous somebody would have to be to get in the ring with a legend like AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it. Him and Leon Slater did it without missing a step.
Mm-hmm.
We saw him get in the ring with Rayo Americano, didn't miss a step.
Mm-hmm.
We saw him get in the ring against Sami Zayn, showed out against him. As a matter of fact, I say he out wrestled Sami Zayn for that United States, but they weren't going to pull that belt off of him. But that right there showed Triple H that, okay, I can trust this guy. We're going to have him up on the main roster a lot more, along with his time in NXT, AAA, and TNA.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree 110%. Like I said, he's special. He's a special talent. And you most likely gonna see a lot of him moving forward. As long as they can continue to book him right, you most likely gonna see a lot more of him. So there you have it.
Absolutely.
Let's go to the next award.
This award showcases for the culture. The Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Black Male Wrestler of the Year goes to Oba Femi.
The ruler. That's the walk. That's the walk they be doing. The walk they be doing. I mean, the ruler. I cannot be stopped. Like how does he talk? His accent.
Yeah.
Like what the funny one of the funny moments he did when he started talking in his American accent. When he started talking in his American accent, he was like, I know I could have done it. I could have did it. I know. He was like, of course I know I could have done it. I was cracking up. I was like, yo, this dude is shot out. He is shot out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Obafemi's that guy, man. Like, listen, you cannot mess up an Obafemi. If you can't book an Obafemi, then you don't even deserve to be a booker, period. Because this guy can fit into any equation. he could fit into any type of match. Like he he shows so much season, and he's not even like, what is he in? What is he like, 5 years in? Like not even 5 years.
Not even just a few, just a few. Like I said, Shawn Michaels said that he's probably the fastest rising. That he's this guy caught onto the business faster than anybody else he can remember.
Mhm.
That's from coming from my goat, Shawn Michaels.
That's a Hall of Famer right there saying that. So that means a lot, you know. That means a lot. If he's saying that, then that means a hell of a lot. Uber's that guy. Uber is that guy. I cannot wait to see what he does on the main roster. I cannot wait to see him face the Gunthers. Of course, we see him. He's probably going to have a feud with Drew McIntyre. I cannot wait to see what he does on the main roster. I can't wait to see him face like Brock Lesnar. I, look, all them matches he's going to have is money matches. I cannot wait for that. That is going to be something special. Something special for real. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, man. So this is the one we got mixed up. He was actually picked to win Male Wrestler of the Year, and we had him up against Seth Rollins, Hangman Page, and Darius Carter.
Mhm.
Uh, everybody is everybody has earned the right to win this, but nobody has had quite the dominant year that Obafemi has had.
Mm-mm.
And it's kind of hard. Like, do you look at him as a heel? Do you look at him as a face, or is he just Oba?
I think at this point he's just over because he could get over as a heel or he could get over as a face. He could get over as anything. He's just over.
Just Oba. No bread, no water, just meat.
Yeah.
Pause. Uh,
hey,
I am
hey,
the mountain you cannot climb.
yeah, yeah. Like his promos are phenomenal. Like the character alone, like they Obafemi reminds me so much of Monty Brown, the alpha male. He reminds me so much of Monty Brown. Like that's another guy that should have been a heavyweight champion in WWE. He should have been a heavyweight champion in TNA. Like, yeah, he reminds me so much of that guy for sure. Like he's definitely the dude to look out for sure.
I mean, homie said it is very symbolic that John Cena's end is my beginning. Cody, your time is up. My time is now.
Hmm.
Holy crap. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And does he write his own promos? Like, cause
I don't know.
his promos are pretty seasoned to be
I
that.
am the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war.
Mhm. Like his
I
promos are
mean,
pretty.
don't get me wrong. Seth Rollins, I think, deserves it. Hangman Page, after getting the title back at All In,
Uh huh.
deserves it. Darius Carter, we've already talked at nauseum about Darius Carter. You could probably also throw in CM Punk. You could probably throw in John Moxley. John Moxley had a good year, although I've said it once. I said it. I'm gonna say it again. I dislike the Death Riders angle, but I like John Moxley. I think Moxley has earned it, but nobody has been as dominant in the ring as Obafemi. Nobody has come. I'm like, who says that? I am the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war. I am inevitable. The mountain you cannot climb. Like, bro.
The dude
Like,
is Thanos. He's Thanos.
right, right. I'd be sitting there like,
Yo,
damn, can
yo, Obafemi's Thanos, Dark Side, Incredible Hulk when he goes World Breaker Hulk, like that's Obafemi, all in one. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's who Obafemi is.
I mean, what more can I say about Obafemi? The only thing we can hope and wish for as men of color is that when he inevitably gets called up to the main roster, that Triple H does not fuck this up.
Mm-hmm.
There's so like I've even read articles where people have called when Brock Lesnar is ready to retire, they want it to be Oba to do it. I've been reading that kind of stuff. That's what people think of Oba Femi. Like when these guys are retiring, don't let Gunther do it anymore. Now we're gonna let Oba Femi do it. Imagine, just think about the banger of a match that Oba Femi could have with Gunther.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Like, there's so many. Triple H, please, for the love of all that is mighty, do not treat him like you did Carmelo Hayes. Congrats to Carmelo Hayes for winning the United States Championship, finally. But do not treat him. This guy is a totally different monster than what you're getting in Carmelo Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different. Treat him as such.
Well, if you talk about Carmelo Hayes, they already they dropped the ball on him. I mean, they're trying to pick up the pieces and the scraps that are left and trying to do something with it. Hopefully, they give him a decent run with the U.S. Championship and push him, moving forward because he's a future WWE champion in his own right. Like we seen what he could do in NXT. We know he's that good. So let's see what happens.
Booker of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Who pushed him in NXT like that to be like this unstoppable force? Shawn Michaels did that with Carmelo Hayes. And then he turned around and did it with Trick Williams. And then he turned around and did it again with Oba Femi. Like, Shawn Michaels understands what he's seeing. Like, he did it with Ilya Dragunov, too, before Dragunov got called up. Like, he knows what to do with these guys and girls to make them stars. And then they get caught up, and then Dragunov, no fault of his own, because he got injured. But everybody's question is, why couldn't Carmelo Hayes get the same push on SmackDown that Braun Breaker was getting on Raw when Carmelo Hayes, in my opinion, is the better wrestler?
Mm-hmm.
He has more moves than just spear, right? Doing the Frankensteiner.
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Hayes has a lot more to offer than just that stuff and tweaking at the neck like he's asking for some more rugs to do. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, all I'm saying is that when Oba Femi gets called up to the main roster, whether if it's Raw or SmackDown, he cannot be treated like they originally treated Carmelo Hayes. This dude has to be treated like the monster that he is. And if they were confident enough in him to put him up against Cody Rhodes on Saturday night's main event and also dominate Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event and also allow Drew McIntyre to get involved and get chokeslam. Not just chokeslam, Oba Femi shoved his ass straight to the ground and then chokeslammed him. So they got trust in him to be able to perform at the main roster and to be pushed like a dominant force, because if they were not going to push him as a dominant force, why the fuck would they allow him to dominate Cody Rhodes the way he did?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true. I agree. Like, yeah. Oba Femi, like, well deserved. Can't wait to see what happens on the main roster. Hopefully they book him right.
Absolutely.
Let's move on.
Consistency all year long. The Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Female Wrestler of the Year goes to Io Sky.
Yeah. 1,000%.
Don't
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great women out there. I mean, Io Sky was on the list. Mercedes Moné was on the list. Chris Statlander was on the list. Stephanie Becerra was on the list, and Charity King was on the list. And I know we probably missed Tony Storm and Rhea Ripley, you know. But all in all, I'm gonna say out of the men and women, nobody had a better year than Io. I'm sorry.
For sure.
I mean, I may put Oba up there with her, but I think out of men and women, if I was to give just an all-around wrestler of the year, that's Io Sky. Io Sky was part of the group that's been carrying WWE for all of 2025, and that's the women's division. And I will say, if Naomi wouldn't have got out because Jimmy wanted to, throw the ones up a little too much. He was throwing up the ones, but just not with his finger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shooting
But
up
she
the
would-
club. He's shooting up the
Yeah. But she would have been in contention with EO too. But since she got cut short, I mean, EO Sky, nobody. What more can I say about EO? Y'all, everybody in the IWC, everybody wants to talk about Tony Storm and everybody wants to talk about Mercedes Moné, deservedly so, but they talk about Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, and it's almost like they forget about EO Sky. And I'm sorry, but EO Sky had a better 2025 than everybody that I named, including Tony Storm, including Mercedes Moné. EO Sky runs circles around every woman right now. Maybe that changes for 2026, but 2025 has been the year of EO Sky.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't disagree with that. Like, it's been her year. It's been the year. What else can I say? She's like, there's a lot of people. Like, honestly, there's a lot of people we could have put on there, but like she's definitely well deserved. I know you said, but she got awards already. Y'all just gave her this another one. Like, why? Listen, it's well deserved. It's well deserved. Y'all can hate it if y'all want, but yeah, she's.
You want me to say it?
Go ahead, say it.
If y'all hate it, start your own podcast and give out your own goddamn awards. Until then, just enjoy what we got going on here. You're listening for a reason. It's because you enjoy the content. You're listening for a reason. But at the end of the day, if you don't like it, y'all got the same opportunities that we got. YouTube is for everybody.
You heard that. You heard it. Like, YouTube is for everybody, like, not for nothing, like, we don't expect everybody to agree with all of our opinions, you know what I'm saying? We have a difference of opinions when it comes to certain things, but we're basically pretty honest when it comes to how we feel about our, wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't sugarcoat. We give our honest assessment of how we feel and what we think should happen, and things like that, man. Like, it's not for nothing. Like, like this is like we said, wrestling is wrestling. What they say again about professional wrestling?
Subjective.
It's subjective. not everybody's entitled to your opinion. Not everybody's entitled to ours. It is what it is, you know. But yeah, it's well deserved in our opinion, and that's that. Y'all can hate it or love it, but let's get to the next award.
You know what?
Oops,
Go
oops,
ahead.
oops. Hold on. I think we just spoiled the next one. You know
Go
what I
ahead.
mean?
Finish it up. Finish it up.
All right, so hold up. Let's get right. Let's get right. All right. So my bad, folks. I was trying to do something real quick in between.
This award showcases culture from the ladies. The Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Female Wrestler of the Year goes to
Naomi. Naomi got that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my
That's the
bad on
Black female wrestler of the year.
yeah, Black Female Wrestler of the Year is Naomi. My fault on the technical difficulties. I was trying to fix something while we were talking, and it clicked over or whatever. You gotta understand, we man all facets as far as the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We gotta handle everything. So until we get a tech guy or girl to be handling the other side while we focus on the content, we gotta do all that ourselves. So, but yeah, the Black Female Wrestler of the Year, of course, is Naomi, and it's well deserved. Miss Caution was on a rampage, and I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, but she got pregnant. How did she get that? Listen, if you look at the women's roster right now in WWE, even though the women's roster is flourishing, there is a small void within there, and that void is Naomi. If Naomi was there, we probably wouldn't get what we got from Io Sky. We probably wouldn't get what we got from Stephanie Vancour. We probably wouldn't get a lot of things because Naomi would have been holding it down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, oh yeah, Naomi made these wrestlers. No, she didn't. I'm just saying that you could see how much she's missed in certain categories. Like, you know what I mean? If Naomi was there, we wouldn't get Jade as a champion just yet. We wouldn't get Jade as a champion. I'm just being for real. Naomi would still hold the belt. She'll probably hold it for a very long time too. But yeah, it's well deserved for her. When she comes back, I'm wondering if she's gonna come back as a heel or is she gonna come back as a face. That's what I'm wondering. What's your thoughts, bro?
First off, I think what Triple H and WWE is trying to do with Jade Cargill is trying to fill that void left by Naomi, and to me, it's just not working. Um, is she dominant? Yeah, but I mean, Naomi also had the charisma and everything to go along with that caution, that evil laugh that she had. Even her ring gear, matched what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I I think they're doing a disservice to Jade Cargill by having her try to replace that, because that's what it feels like. They're having her try to replace Naomi, and I don't like that. Like, let Jade be who Jade is. I mean, what worked for Jade in AEW should be working for Jade in WWE, and I think that I'm going off on a tangent about Jade Cargill. This is about Naomi, but one thing I wanted to say before I get into Naomi is: do we always agree? Absolutely not. Before we came on this show last night, we spent about an hour and a half on the phone, going over these awards. Who I would pick to win wasn't who he picked to win. And then we came to an agreement on based on what each other was saying. And that's how so we don't always agree. We're agreeing now because we're on the show and we spent an hour and a half talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of work goes in behind the scenes about this stuff. So it looks like just because it looks like we agree on camera doesn't mean that we agree off camera because we had to come to an agreement on these awards also.
Yeah, for sure.
Just want to throw that out there. But Naomi, like everybody in the culture was so freaking happy that she won.
Mhm.
Like, because everything that was being said was like, man, Triple H better not mess this up. He better not mess this up, especially after she won. She better win Money in the Bank. She won Money in the Bank. Oh, they better not mess up her cash in. They better not mess up her cash in. They didn't mess up her cash in. They actually let her cash it in, and they didn't make her lose it on her first title defense. She didn't lose it.
Mhm.
She held it. The only reason why she let go of it was because Jimmy Uso was throwing up the ones. And that's it. If it wasn't for Jimmy, shooting his shot, get what I'm saying? He shot his shot, you know what I'm saying? We still have Naomi. But we understood the fact that, first off, she has been saying for quite some time that she wanted to get pregnant. So it wasn't really all that surprising that she was pregnant. It was surprising that it came in the middle of her title reign.
Yeah.
But who was more impressive as a black woman wrestler than Naomi was? Like people, I understand. People are going to say Mercedes. Are you saying it because her matches were that good, or are you saying that because she had 35 fucking titles?
Mhm.
Because I can say Naomi had a title and her matches were good.
Mhm.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Um, I'm gonna say this before we go on to the next award. I'm gonna say this. Y'all can thank TNA. Y'all can thank TNA for what they did with Naomi and a lot of other wrestlers that has transitioned from TNA back to WWE or to WWE for the first time, and you see their wrestling has improved tremendously. Y'all can thank TNA. I've been said that TNA is the stomping ground for, like, if you wanna hone in on your craft as far as a wrestler. I don't know exactly what they do over there as far as the training, but whatever they doing, it works. Because when Naomi went over there, you seen a whole different Naomi. You seen a whole different Naomi. She was putting on bangers after bangers after bangers, and not for nothing, her title run as far as TNA Women's Champion was long, lengthy. Like she held that title for a good minute. And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they do over in TNA, but they do. They're doing it well, you know. And I know what y'all saying. Oh, that doesn't count because TNA and WWE is on it. Listen, from what I know and from what I heard, like TNA's relationship with WWE is about to end sooner or later because now they got the deal over at A&E. And they about to be showing their content over at A&E. Which, if y'all saying A&E, that's not a wrestling channel. I'm gonna correct you. A&E has shown wrestling in the past.
Now, hold on. Don't even explain that because A&E shows WWE shows LFG.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that a lot of people don't know that, so that's why they will probably say that A&E has become well versed, just like the Sci-Fi channels become well versed and was showing wrestling in the past. So a lot of places where you thought you would never see wrestling, you're going to start seeing wrestling because it's a hot commodity as far as a cash cow. They want sports on their channels. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I heard. TNA going in their relationship sooner or later. So but what they did with Naomi, well deserved. And when she comes back, it's gonna be It's gonna be something special to watch to see what's gonna happen with her next.
Proceed with caution.
Proceed with caution for sure. Let's go to the next award. We're counting down to the last one.
This award showcases fan favorites. The Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Baby Faces of the Year goes to Ugly Gang.
Yo! Hey, listen. Hey, yo, y'all had our AI correspondent take off her glasses for this one.
Poppy. You can't be the cream pie poppy. You don't keep cream pies on you, feel me?
Yo, y'all had our AI correspondent take her glasses off for this.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
The gang.
The gang. Hey, man, yo, I never seen that before. She took off her glasses just to announce this award.
She saw cream pie poppy.
She ain't took her glasses off for any other award that she announced tonight. And then she took off her glasses for the awards for Ugly Gang.
She did that because she saw cream pie poppy. She's like, oh, cream pie, huh? Okay.
Yeah, she definitely was thinking about cream pies. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to Ugly Gang, Rayhan, Zay Vega, Jordan Hope. Yeah, man, well deserved. These guys are super, super, super dope. Super, super, super over everywhere they go, especially in Ashe. Justice for Ugly Gang. We want the titles. We want the tag titles on Ugly Gang. Hopefully we'll get it soon. They're doing their thing. Big shout outs to Rayhan too, because Rayhan is the Wrestling Evolution heavyweight champion. So big shout outs to him. Like, he's the heavyweight champion over Wrestling Evolution. So he doing his numbers too. And listen, I'ma say it again. Don't y'all be having these press conference and these media scrums and don't invite us. You supposed to invite us. I seen that press conference y'all had. You ain't even invite us. We were supposed to be there. How y'all gonna have these other content creators ask y'all all these questions and y'all don't have the #1 podcast on God's green earth to be asking y'all questions? What's up with that? We need to have a conversation. Rayhan, we need to talk, man. We need to talk. Jordan, you got the number. We need to talk. Zay, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we were supposed to be there. Next time y'all have a press conference, y'all need to call Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast so we can be over there to ask them tough questions, because them questions they were asking y'all was basura. They was basura. They wasn't asking y'all nothing. We know. Listen, next time invite us. Invite us.
And just so everybody is aware, you said that Rayhan is the Wrestling Evolution heavyweight champion. Let's not forget that Hustle and Flow, Zay and Jordan are the Wrestling Evolution tag team champions also. So Ugly Gang is over there running things at Wrestling Evolution.
For sure. For sure. So all Ashe gotta do is make them double champions. That's all Ashe gotta do is make them double champions. That's all we want. Double champions for Ugly Gang. Double champions. However y'all want to do it, just go ahead and do it. Mr. Lockhart, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all done already screwed our boys over, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. They
Yeah,
earned this. Let's go.
yeah,
We
for
don't
sure.
even know who this new tag team is. We don't even know who they is.
Yo, I already said what said. I don't even know who they are. Like,
Bro, we don't even know who they is, but we know who
yeah,
Gang Gang is.
yeah,
Why
you know.
Caprice Coleman's son messes shit up.
Hey yo, Rayhan was talking to him
Hey, he
like
was
he's
hot.
yeah. Rayhan was talking to him like he was a foster child. He's like, I asked you to get in the ring. Who told you to get up in here? I told you. He's like, I told you. He's talking. He's
Hey, Rayhan was not having it.
like, I told you. What were you doing? What were you thinking, man?
Homie was hot.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, that's what happens. That's what happens when you don't invite Gang Gang. That's what happens. We were supposed to be in them interviews. It was supposed to be us. Supposed to
Yeah, we
be
gotta
us.
talk. We gotta talk.
Yeah, it was supposed to be
We
us.
still love the Gang though.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah. All jokes aside, shout out to Ugly Gang. You know, well deserved. You know, as you know, we're big fans of what they do. We're not only fans, we're supporters. You see it right here. You see it right here all day. We are official supporters. We are official. You see that right there? That's the
My
emblem.
dumb ass didn't realize there were stickers in the bag, and I thought it was just a T-shirt. And my dumb ass threw the damn bag away, forgetting there were stickers in there. So that's on me.
Yeah. Yeah, we are supporters. We supporters. Like we definitely like, you know, want to see them flourish. You see that untouchable. Untouchable Jordan Hope. You see that? You see untouchable. Untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want us to go even further, you want us to show our fandom, there we go again. There we go again. You see that? Yeah. Yeah, we not. Yeah,
Hey, we ain't just talking, bruh. We ain't just talking. We do this.
yeah, for sure.
We got wrestlers reaching out to us, bro. Let's go. Psycho Boy, he reached out to us because he see what we doing. What's up?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
hey, shout out to Psycho Boy. Appreciate you, Psycho Boy.
Yeah, you know, like I said before, you know, it's a humbling experience to, like, you know, people to reach out and tell us what we're doing. That's great, and how we came such a long way, and hopefully, you know, we could continue to evolve and, you know, just move up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, don't forget, Angelina Love said hi to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Hey man, shout out to them for real. That was a dope show. We got more clips from that episode coming soon too. You know,
Make sure you post that one.
Boy, yeah, sure, yes, I definitely will. Yeah. Yo, you see, hey man, this guy cheesing, boy. I tell you. But yeah, it's a humbling experience to see that. You know, hopefully, you know, we can continue to move up the ladder when it comes to this podcast and really elevate. You know, the goal is monetization, people. I've been saying it time after time again. I'm gonna say it again. We need your help. Without your help, that ain't possible. We need monetization. We know you guys are watching. We see that you guys are watching. We watch the analytics. We see what's going on. We see the subscribers. But the one element that we missing is monetization. In order for us to get monetizations, we need 1,000 subs on YouTube. 1,000 subs on YouTube to start that. You know what I'm saying? And we need y'all help to make that happen. So subscribe to our channel. Follow us on all the social media platforms. The link is in our description. Like, help the brothers out. We representing y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're non-biased, so we don't we call it like we see it. If it's our favorite promotion or not, we call it like we see it. And yeah, just help us out. Like, help us reach that goal. Help us reach that goal. Any closing remarks, bro?
We still got one more. Was that the last one?
That was the last one.
I thought we had the other one for me.
What was the? Oh, you might be right. Yeah. Hold on. What was the? What was the? You had the. What did you have?
It's
Because I probably didn't.
So what I just sent you on top of the picture that I sent before the show, right when the show started, that one, I want to discuss that real quick. Also, before we close out, we also want to do a quick review of Mick Foley cutting ties with the WWE. But yeah, there's just a couple more things, and I think there was something else that might be popping up. I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let me. All right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hold on a second.
Well, while he does what he needs to do for the rest of the show, I will go ahead and speak on the Mick Foley thing real quick. Good for him. Good for him. We need more people around this country. And I'm not typically a political person, but I see what's going on. I cannot turn a blind eye to what's going on. I am not a Trump fan. I am not a Democrat nor a Republican. I am a independent. But I couldn't bring myself to vote for a guy like Donald Trump. And to see that there are people within the WWE, because we know the WWE likes them some Donald Trump. We didn't see Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and Linda McMahon and Vince McMahon all in the corner of Donald Trump. And it's good to see guys like Mick Foley be like, you know what? I can no longer do this. I will cut my ties with WWE because they don't align with what I align with. And truth be told, it shouldn't be hard for people to cut ties over something like that because there's nothing moral about the guy that's in office right now. 34 count felon has openly admitted to grabbing women by the you know what. And we recently just found out, which we all kind of knew anyway. We recently just found out that he is in those Epstein files, along with Bill Clinton and a bunch of other people. But the guy that said that it was all fake news, guess who's in there? Donald Trump. So why does a company like that want to be associated with him? So I commend Mick Foley for standing up and doing something right like that. I also understand where Kevin Nash is coming from. Kevin Nash also sides with Mick Foley, but he said he just can't see himself cutting ties with the WWE because he is such good friends with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I understand that. He said that, Triple H was there when his kids were born and, the whole part of the click stuff. So I completely get that. I really do. I also understand Triple H. Believe it or not, I understand because a lot of people these days are aligning themselves with him because they figured if they align with him, they come out on the right side of history. When in reality, they're not. But I get it. You're $1 billion company. Of course, you're going to go with the businessman, right? But the businessman is a failed businessman. All in all, I'm with Mick Foley on this. If I was associated with the WWE in any kind of way, which we are not, we just speak our truth and how we feel about the company, along with AEW, TNA, Ashe, and so on and so forth. Um, I would have cut ties just like Mick Foley did. So I agree with Mick Foley. I tip my hat to him for making that call. I know it was a tough decision. I know he's been tied with the WWE for as long as I can remember, and for him to cut ties over political beliefs like that, that's a tip of the hat move.
For sure. For sure. I don't like politics. I'm not gonna speak much on it. Like he already knows my standing in it. Like I just can't stand politics. I used to be heavy in politics as far as what was going on, but I just fell out with it, and I haven't turned back since. So that's where I stand with it. Uh, as far as the next award, um, the Ugly Gang kind of aroused our correspondent to a point where she's out of commission at the moment.
She what?
I told you she took off the glasses. It was a wrap after that. We ain't seen her ever since.
Dang, Cream Pie Poppy did that. Dang.
Yeah. It's all jokes, people. Don't get offended. Like, just chill, relax. I know some of y'all be in y'all. It's all jokes. Just relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the correspondent ain't even real. Okay, just calm down, relax. You know what I mean? Don't go report our channel and all this other stuff. We just joking. Okay, calm down.
Get your panties out of a bunch.
Yeah, yeah. So the next award, obviously, is heel of the year, which is we're gonna pull it up right now. Heel of the year. Wait a minute. Hold up. Ego. Yeah, he gets the Heel of the Year award. The Heel of the Year award. Round of applause.
Yeah, I know we didn't have the correspondent. I guess Cream Pie Poppy took her out on a date. So,
Yeah.
guys, she done got all hot and heavy and stuff. So, but yeah, man. So that was my heel of the year. If y'all been paying attention, y'all know how I feel about Ethan Page.
Mm-hmm.
I know earlier we were talking big ups about Darius Carter.
Mm-hmm.
So who I had in the list was Ethan Page, Darius Carter, the Young Bucks. I know they recently turned face with Kenny Omega, but for the latter part of the year, they were heels. I had John Moxley and I had none other than Gunther. Now, it'd have been real easy for me to choose Gunther, especially lately. He's been showing his ass since retiring John Cena and making him tap. But, I mean, Him breaking Javon Evans' jaw. Javon Evans gets his jaw wired shut. We get it, people. It's fake. We get it. But as part of the storyline, comes back, tries to jump Ethan Page. As he's doing it, Ethan Page is right, right in the jaw. He's bleeding out of the mouth. Broke the man's jaw. And then just everything else that he's doing it in AAA. Dr. Wagner, he was being diabolical with Dr. Wagner. And now he has Chelsea Green with him. Like, Chelsea Green alone is funny, right? And then you add Ethan Page to me. It's just the heel of the year. And y'all, you want to talk about fumbling? This is one that I will say Tony Khan fumbled. Because you see the work that he's doing now. Why couldn't he have done that in AEW? Maybe Barnes is right. Because earlier he did say that maybe Tony Khan just didn't know what to do with them. But Shawn Michaels figured it out real quick. So if Shawn Michaels can figure it out, why couldn't Tony Khan figure it out? To me, this is the definition of a fumble. Not every signing that goes from WWE to AEW or AEW to WWE is a fumble, but I think this one is a fumble because he has been phenomenal since being in NXT. And I told my boy this earlier, last night when we were discussing all these awards, that when he told me that Ethan Page was going to win his Bars Award, that I thought Ethan Page would have been perfect for Division because he fits the kind of heel that they need. Like, you got Bronson Reed, who's like he's the muscle, and you got Braun Breaker, who is just like your running a mill kind of heel. He's gonna go after the bell. He's gonna spear you after the bell rings, and like you did CM Punk. But Ethan Page is a mouthpiece, number one. Mm-hmm. He can cut a promo with the best of them. He's proven that at NXT. Mm-hmm. And he's got the heelish behavior to go along with it. Not the I'm going to spear you after the bell, after the match is over. No. The heelish behavior, like, I already broke your jaw and I'm going to re-break it again. That's the kind of heelish behavior I'm talking about. Somebody who came in second for his Diabolical Award was Ethan Page because he is diabolical. Mm-hmm. He really is. So I love a good heel. And I think, yes, Gunther was a good heel, is a damn good heel. Jon Moxley has also been a damn good heel. But I don't think either one of them is better than Ethan Page. So Ethan Page is my heel of the year.
You heard it. You heard it, man. Ethan Page walks away with 2 awards. 2 awards this evening. He walks away with 2 awards. Yeah, man. He's nothing to play with. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen with him on the main roster when that does happen. But right now, he's on cloud 9. He's doing his numbers. I only see nothing but elevation for him and, moving forward. So, any closing remarks?
So, I don't know if he's going to show the image or not, but last month, I believe it's earlier this month, we reached 250 streams and downloads on Spotify.
Yes, that's correct.
And for that, I want to say thank you to everybody who's streaming and downloading our stuff. It is much appreciated. We're going to have plenty more to come. I checked it right before our show started. There it is. Mm-hmm. There it is. 250 streams and downloads as of December 11th. Well, I checked it today, and as of December 27th, we are at 275 streams and downloads. So, I mean, we're gonna keep pumping out the content. Pause. We're gonna keep showing the content. We're gonna keep putting the content out there. You guys that keep consuming the content, you are the ones that we're doing it for. because that shows that you appreciate the work that we're putting in. This stuff ain't easy. Believe it or not, this stuff is not easy. Like, we literally, before this show even started, I think we were on the phone for what, 2.5 hours, just discussing the show and how we was gonna set all this up and what the everything was gonna look like. Yeah, we still had some hiccups, but just like professional wrestling, this is a live show. This is not something that we're cutting in and out and producing on the side before we put it out there. No, this is live. So not everything is gonna run perfect.
Yeah.
So we're doing all this on our own, like my boy stated earlier. We're doing this all our own. And if y'all keep supporting us, and we're gonna keep doing it, like our goal is monetization. It'd be great to be monetized. So to everybody out there that's listening to this, that's gonna listen to, hey, pass us along to your friends, pass us along to your friends' friends, pass us along to mom, dad, sister, brother, whoever. Just get us out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love this shit. We love doing this shit. Yeah, you'll see that I'll post a video just of me talking, or he might post a video of just of him talking, but it's still on the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle page. So you're gonna see it on our page, on top of our personal pages. So just because you see that doesn't mean we're still not. No, we still do this. We love this shit. That's why we post some stuff outside of the podcast. Like the last video I posted was about Terrence Crawford retiring. We didn't talk about that. That's more up my alley. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted to talk about it, he was like, hey, let me get in on that. But he let me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know for a fact some of you assholes out there got your panties in a bunch when I'll talk about the GOAT. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
I got another one coming for you too. Yeah. Uh-huh. Y'all had nothing to say when he said Hakeem Olajuwon was his GOAT, but as soon as I said Michael Jordan was mine, y'all want to come at me.
Hey,
Okay.
man, that's always the debate, Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. That's always been the debate, Like I said, nobody really debates Olajuwon's run because like he just don't get put in that conversation because he's not boastful. I'm not saying the other players are, but they kind of put themselves in a space where they could be talked about on a consistent basis. Olajuwon didn't. He's too humble. You know what I'm saying? If he boasted just a little bit, he would have probably had the same conversation, as far as centers are concerned. But if you're talking about top 5 centers of all time, like Olajuwon's in that conversation, hands down. Top 5 centers of all time. Like you Olajuwon was cooking a lot of these dudes back in the day. He was cooking them.
Ask Shaq. Shaq can tell you.
Yep. Ask Ewing. Ewing will tell you too. Patrick Ewing, he'll tell you too. He was cooking a lot of jokers, But yeah, we're very appreciative of what's been going on with this podcast. Monetization is the goal. If we can get monetized, that means we can make money. We're being transparent with you guys. Like, we need that so we can continue to produce great content for you guys. This stuff doesn't come cheap. It costs money. You know what I'm saying? And we've spent some pennies. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that, sincerely. Like, we spent money, and in order for us to continue to evolve, we need monetization so we can make that money back and continue to produce great content for you guys. The only way we can do that is monetization. So help us out. We see you guys. You see you guys listening on Spotify and all the other pages and whatnot. So yeah, support us over on YouTube. Give us that subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and tune in with us, rock out with us. We got more interviews coming. We got more content dropping. Shout out to everybody that's been on the ride with us so far. We're humbly appreciative. You know, without y'all, this don't work. You know, it is what it is. This don't work without y'all. And like I said, more to come.
And keep listening on Spotify because you get enough subscribers on Spotify. They also will monetize. So there's that too.
Yeah. So there you go.
And so will Linktree. So check out the Linktree. Link, get enough people coming flowing through Linktree. Linktree will also monetize. So send everybody to the Linktree. That way they can subscribe to the Spotify. That way they can subscribe to the YouTube. Y'all got any questions? The email's on there. You can hit us up on Instagram. You can leave comments on the content that we're producing on YouTube. We'll get back to you. We're pretty good at going that because trust me, I've been getting after some of these dudes about my Jordan take. I ain't forget.
Hey, yeah, you know, we definitely get back to you guys. We don't have you guys waiting too long as far as the emails and the comments and stuff like that. We definitely talk to you guys. You know, we got a lot of great things coming up, you know, for the year 2026. You know, y'all be on the lookout for that. A lot of things going on. But like I said, we appreciate you guys. Moving forward, we'll see you guys in the new year in just a few days. We'll see you guys in the new year. We got more shows coming up. We got more reviews coming up. We're actually behind on the reviews, but we're going to get it together. You know, we just got so much going on. The holidays are, you know, here. So, you know, we had so much going. You know, this ain't our only thing we do. You know, outside of this, we got to work. Outside of this, we got families. We got bills. We got things to take care of. That's why it's so important for us to get this monetization so we can be able to take care of more and take care of y'all as far as this content, you know. So if you like what we're doing, continue to support us. We appreciate it. So with that being said, wait a minute. Let's cut to the back. You know, they were kind of quiet for a bit, so we're going to cut to the back. Something's going on back there. Let's see what's going on.
Gangst. The time for talking is over.
Yeah, bro. He got me, bro.
Yo, why ain't you tell bro, bruh?
Man, you want a shot at the belt that bad, you go come and sneak me like that? Let's go. Me, you, for the Flawless Victory Championship.
You heard it first. Trippy D versus Darkwing Dub for the Flawless Victory Championship. Let's run it. Let's run it. See, I didn't even know this occurred. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you seeing that's happened, it happened recently. I had no idea. I just kept getting interruptions from the back. And this is what happened. Pause, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even try it. Don't even try. Pause. Pause to infinity.
Hey, they would have got your ass too if they was on the show. They would have got your ass.
But yeah, I had no idea this was going on. So it just lets me know now that I'm my brother's keeper, and I got, you know, we got some business to handle. Let's just put it like that. We got some business to handle. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. We'll be back with y'all on the new year, and also, like we said, we got some more episodes coming on the way, more reviews coming this way. Y'all stay on the lookout for that, and we will see you guys again real soon. Happy New Year, happy holidays, all that good stuff. Deuces.
Bring him back!
This is the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast, your home for real pro wrestling talk.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, we the champs. Thanks for listening. We gone.